extremely excited to talk to you about my idea and just a little bit nervous. So my name is Brian Reilly. I'm a horticultural scientist and the CEO and founder of a company called Agri Grow Lights. Now, I started up the company 18 months ago as an advisory and consultancy service specialising in artificial illumination for the horticultural sector. So the deal that we do, what we used to do was we used to liaise with companies and advise them on what type of artificial illumination they need for the specific crops they're growing. So from this, we used to outsource all our manufacturing to a company in China, but we decided it would be much more feasible and much more beneficial and profitable to ourselves if we just ordered in the raw materials and started an assembly line here in Dublin. So at the minute, we are manufacturing LED grow lights and selling them with a 45% profit margin to small medium-sized enterprises, and we can sell them with a 90% profit margin to the end users. So a beachhead market is targeted mainly at universities and research facilities, and from here we can trickle down to horticultural distributors who can help get our projects to the hobby growers and DIY enthusiasts, as well as penetrate the horticultural market and sell our projects to greenhouse facilities and plant factories all over northern climates such as North America and Scandinavian countries, as well as provide our LED grow light solutions to new and innovative startups and SMEs, including microgreen producers and cattle feed producers. So very simply, I'm not going to get into the technology because I could be here for weeks, but that's the first model, the Selective Spectrum Module 1. The project release date for this is aimed at mid-November, and we're hoping to have the second and third model, which are just slightly larger models, available by January 2016 and July 2016. So what gives our company the competitive advantage over our competitors is the fact that we have two professional horticultural scientists, myself and my partner James, operating an advisory service. We have a superior grow light design. We're working with an electronic engineer here in Dublin who's designed all the electronics and the schematics. We've got, seeing as our project is actually assembled here in Ireland, this gives us much more reliability than any of the Chinese manufacturers, as well as very easy access into world markets. We've got our own in-house research and development lab where we're currently at the minute we're actually doing trials on 3 different varieties of lettuce, which is going quite well at the minute, but I haven't really got time to talk about it. But we've got very close ties with some well-recognised research institutes around Ireland, including UCD and the Teagasc Horticultural Facility. So the real climate impact for our project is actually quite astounding. Using LED lights to grow plants, we've got a faster turnaround time for crops than if they're grown out in natural sunlight or if they're grown under high-intensity discharge lights, which are the older source of artificial illumination. We've got longer shelf life because by manipulating the light spectrum, we can make horticultural produce, we can make fruit firmer, softer, we can make it larger, longer, all dependent on the exact quality of the light that we give the plants. We've got improved nutrition through secondary metabolite pathways, and we can directly increase antioxidant content of crops using a special ultraviolet spectrum. As well as this, we can increase flavonoid content, which results in much more flavorable crops, which will again return a higher price for the farmer. And as well as this, by using LED lights, we can reduce evaporation in the growing facility. So with reduced evaporation, we will need less water. With less water, we need less chemicals, less fertilizer, and then less pesticides, insecticides for the farmer, which reduces in more energy savings. The financials, they are based on a 3-year plan, but being a startup company, these are estimates, and this is based on being able to sell 20 projects a week by year 3. So the team is myself, who's the founder horticultural scientist, another horticultural scientist, James Brennan, and we're working with an electronic engineer with ample industry experience. So my dream is really to tackle malnutrition in the Western world. We've got we've got an influx of unhealthy food, and I would like to bring crops closer to the production site so we can get them to the end user. So thank you very much, and if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.